Work always pays, magic occasionally pays. Yep, that's a great way to look at it. Seems pretty good, right? One of the reasons why I really like this variation of Deathcloud, like there's some weird, hey, Ranting Bob, thanks for shipping the Twitch Prime this way, bud. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope life's been treating you well. One of the reasons why I really like this iteration of Deathcloud is even though it's got some sweet Deathcloudy type things in it, it's just playing like reasonable green-black mid-range cards too. So we do have just like quality removal and hand disruption to like pick our opponents apart in a lot of games. Would love to Inquisition you. That's a lot of weight. Jund Living End. That's the Tron versus Living End matchup is so funny to me because it's like, well, on one side of the table, it's like on one side of the table, one deck has main deck relics for the graveyard deck, but then that deck has main deck Stone Rains for the lands deck. So we'll probably go Sakura-Tribe Elder next turn, and then we can crack that and then play Liliana plus Treetop Village the following turn. Start pressuring our opponent's hand a little bit here. Nice. Oh, you're from England, right, Bob? I remember you saying that at one point. So Liliana's really pretty good against these big mana type strategies because they really do use all the bits of their buffalo. They need their lands and their non-lands to win the game. So Liliana just taking any resources away from them is usually pretty valuable to us. So I think I'm going to start by plussing this before I play my thing out. I think I just want maximum Treetop Villages in play. So we can just start beating them down. Because like next turn, I'm going to get to turn the corner kind of hard, right? We're going to get to put this into play this Treetop Village, and then next turn I can fire up both Treetops and then crack for 9. So hopefully we can dodge big Primeval Titan here. I have another Anger. Chandra maybe? Fuck me. The Through the Breach version is... You know, sometimes you get moderned. Sometimes you get moderned. I have a Thoughtseize. I have 2 Fulminator Mages. The Through the Breach version is much better against these fair interact. And like, the opponent's deck is like already good against fair interactive decks. But like, the Through the Breach version is even better against us. Just like, don't have a fucking chance. What does this card do? Destroy target land. That's hilarious. Alright. We have 7 permanents. Why are you conceding, Jeff? You are over 15 health. Why are you conceding? I don't understand. Are we having fun yet? Should have left the Liliana up, idiot. I gotta sit down after that. I can't take that one standing up. They're gonna bend me over like that. I'm gonna sit down for it. I mean, there won't even really be explicitly anti-Jace deck. Like, the anti-Jace decks are just going to be the decks that are already good in Modern. Like, Bogles and Burn will likely be good against a lot of the decks people are trying to put Jace into. Because we're playing the card Deathcloud. I think Jace is going to push the non-blue interactive decks out of the format. Jace will just become like the de facto best interactive thing to do. There's still going to be linear non-interactive decks that are competitive in the format, and like some big like go over the top decks like Tron, but by and large, like the best fair thing you'll be able to be doing is Jace based. So, like, I don't think it's going to make Modern as a whole narrow. Like, there's still going to be a lot of different decks that you can play, but I think it is going to narrow kind of, like, your interactive selection of decks. I think most of the tier 1 and tier 2 decks in Modern are going to be fine, but like a lot of the more like tier 3 and tier 4 decks will mostly just get bullied out of the format. Is Living End unfair enough? Maybe? It depends. I don't know. Terminus is really good. Lands please, lands please, lands please. Well, you know, we tried, chat. Gave it the old college best here. Then you get through the breach next turn and die. Who's ready to get through the breach and died? Might be a quick final league of the night. Might be a quicken. Just to let the record sit straight here, I'm conceding to Emrakul attacking me, even though we're going to be at 4. Just so. Oh, just a core serve crew fix. Gotcha. I've been on a bit of a hex break myself, ranting Bob. Their standard changes were pretty bad, and I just haven't had time to go back to it once they changed everything back. Land. I think we could have maybe missed for one turn there, but there's no way we're going to come back from this game just missing for too long there. No, Dallas is too far for me these days. Any opens I go to this season are going to be really close, so just Midwest based. I mean, to be fair, the format was pretty rancid after they changed things. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. We get to go fetch Swamp Inquisition. The filter lands are so good in this deck. Yeah, I'm not going to Indy this weekend, but I do plan to go to a couple other opens this season. Like, I'm pretty sure Matt and I are going to the team open in Cincinnati next month, and then probably to the Milwaukee Open in April. Now, there's no reason to go to Indianapolis. I have no desire to play a format that's not going to exist anymore. I play Magic, like, one of the reasons why I really like playing Constructed as opposed to playing Limited is because in Constructed I feel like I'm working towards something, like I'm tuning a deck and like working towards something when I'm going to events. And if an event is in a format that I'm never going to play again, I'm no longer doing that. Like, the event that I'm playing is just like, well, it's like, well, this is one and done. And if like it's not a big event that's one and done, it's like, why am I bothering? Yeah, team events are gas. I really enjoy them. I kind of don't give a shit about their removal, right? So we just like take their Thought Scour here. I think this is weird, but I think I'm just taking their cantrip. I'm just taking their cantrip. It's really weird that they took my Liliana and not my Eternal Witness when they like don't have another discard spell here. Playing 4-color decks are generally too hard on your health total for Modern. I think standard's fine. It's just standard in Magic right now feels like an abusive ex-girlfriend. You just like, I like kept crawling back to her for so long and she just kept abusing me again and again and again, that it's just like, maybe she's really changed. Maybe Magic's current standard format is actually finally just great. But I'm like afraid to invest time and effort into it because I've been burnt so many times in the recent past. It's like, do I really want to give you another chance? Or are you just gonna lead to disappointment? Oh, yeah, I should update the stream decker. Thank you. I'm bad at remembering that, especially at the end of long streams. We've been going for almost 11 hours. Stream decker is updated. Thank you. Do I want the land or do I want the Liliana here? I kind of just want to stick to Liliana. Like, I want the land at some point, but like the Liliana is really going to pressure their threats out of this game most likely, especially in conjunction with the Abrupt Decay to attack Snapcaster Mages. Never stick your dick in rotating formats? Yeah, right? I like standard for a long time, and like honestly part of it too is that like as a really competitive player I can see the appeal. Like when I was super competitive into Magic and like grinding every weekend and doing that kind of stuff, like standard's more appealing to me when I'm in that mindset, because like there tends to be a little bit more room to gain innovation edges and play edges in a format like standard as opposed to a format like modern. But like when I'm playing more casually and like more focusing on just playing to have fun on the stream, it's like easier to get into and have fun in formats like modern for me, because there's more wacky things to do in these formats, and like the things I like in modern, I know I'm probably going to be able to continue to like them even if they get slightly better or slightly worse with bans or unbans or new cards being printed. It rotates at random, but it rotates. But I went top with the Serum Vision. That's kind of scary. I think I'm going to stick this Liliana. The question is, do I want to discard this Abrupt Decay or not? I think so. I think I just want to push her to 4. They have Snapcaster here, I'm really sad, but if they don't, hopefully rip an untapped land next turn and then just get to go Thragtusk plus Liliana again. So it's funny, people were kind of constantly talking about like how Arena is a threat to Magic online, and honestly, I think Arena is a bigger threat to Modern than it is to anything else, because I think there's a very real chance that Wizards of the Coast has no desire to backport cards to Arena from these older sets, which means at some point they're going to need a new premier non-rotating format, starting with whatever set is in Arena, or maybe a little bit before if they want to backpedal a touch. Well, Frontier was never a real thing, right? And that's why the important thing to remember, like when people talk about Pauper and Frontier, is that like Pauper has support on Magic Online and has some official support from Wizards of the Coast, and like Frontier never had that. Frontier was just stores in Japan dumping their extra card stock to get people to play, was basically what it came down to. I think I want the extra Thoughtseize. Slaughter Pact is pretty terrible here. I think Baloth and Thrun are both too mediocre. Fulminator Mage isn't too exciting. Vraska's like okay. Probably better than Fulminator Mage. Finks jump blocks a little bit. Yeah, and remember, if you've played Arena, that you're under a closed beta NDA, and don't talk about it too much in Twitch chat. I don't want anyone to get in trouble. I'm in the closed beta, but I haven't actually played it, so anything you hear me say about Arena, you can safely assume is probably public information, because I haven't actually played anything or read any of the beta forums. I'm in it, but I'm not actually in it. Discard spell, you discard spell. Alright. Yeah, but I mean, like, even if Thoughtseize stops giving more support for Modern, like, there's still going to be plenty of people that play it, just like there's plenty of people that play Legacy. Like, Legacy hasn't had good support for Wizards of the Coast probably ever, and, like, plenty of people play that because it's an interesting format that generates neat games of Magic. That's all I want out of my games, just neat games of Magic. It's a good one to draw after my opponent has discard spelled us, so they don't know my removal spell is there. Although if they had a Death Shadow, they probably would have played it already. Thanks everyone that's sticking through to the end of the night here. Just joining us, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some Modern. This isn't one of my normal stream times. Usually we stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday afternoon. We're doing a late stream today as a thank you to Anaronix, one of my subs that gives us a big giant bit bonus to do a long stream today. I've been streaming for almost 11 hours. If you haven't caught all of the stream and you're liking what you see and you want to see more of this, you should check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. 100% of my streams get archived there, and because I don't steal other people's music while we stream, none of it gets muted, so you can hear all of the stream and all of its wonderfulness with my grating voice on YouTube. I break the videos up on there by deck, so you can watch just the decks that you care about. It's just tough for other people to get into Legacy, and that's what I think a lot of people miss. Like, I really hate the argument when people talk about, like, well, if you want to play Legacy, you just got to save up and have a deck, man. It's like, well, to play Legacy, it isn't about me saving up to have a deck. It's about 20 or 30 other people at the local game store, wherever I want to go to play, to have enough to save a deck. Because, like, I can't play Magic by myself. So, like, when I say I want Legacy to be more affordable, it's not that I can't afford a deck. It's that I want other people to be able to afford decks for me to play with them. I probably just want to cast that, right? I'm gonna go to smack them with Sakura-Tribe Elder here. Play my tap plan, play my Kitchen Finks. Yep. Well, I mean, like, and then that format eventually becomes expensive. Like, Modern was the accessible format because it wasn't expensive. Like, you know? It's like, it was funny, a couple of my buddies, I've been playing some Overwatch recently because my wife got into it too, and a couple of the people that we played, like, Magic and Hex with were playing Overwatch during our Hex break. And they were like, you should try it. And I, like, looked at it, I was like, this is $40. That's like half a Magic card. All right, we'll buy this and try it, even if we don't like it. It was only $40. And it's been a lot of fun. Video games are fun. Weird. Shock that, make me discard a card. I think I'm just going to bin in this extra land. Yeah, probably bin the extra land. Yeah, did get Ale Sweet. I like that deck. There could have maybe been an argument for binning my Damnation there and keeping my Swamp, but Damnation's kind of a nice insurance policy. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast does not want you playing Legacy. And that's not just me with my tinfoil hat on. If Wizards of the Coast wanted you to be able to play Legacy efficiently, they would make Legacy affordable in the one place where the reserve list doesn't exist, which is Magic Online. If you look at the price of Legacy decks on Magic Online, they're very expensive. Far more expensive than digital decks need to be, which is a shame because, like, Legacy's a sweet format. And it would be nice if it was accessible in the one place where they could print all of these cards. Are they dead? Feels like they're dead. Animate my Treetop Village. Okay, good. Glad we had this talk. Alright, 1-1 with our sweet green-black Deathcloud rock deck. Well, I mean, like, I don't know if that's a fair comparison, Mage, because, like, Hex is actually pretty expensive, too. Like, their standard format right now, like, what, Mono Blood's like $250 or $300? That's one of the other reasons why I'm kind of medium on Hex right now. Like, their standard format is way too expensive. Like, there's no reason for their standard format to be as expensive as it is. Yeah, Kaya is great. I wish we could play her in Modern. I'd love to play like Black-White Planeswalker Mush in Modern with her. Can I keep this? How many 1s and 2s do we have to mulligan for? Yeah, Exalted Commander is in the latest set. This hand's I'm gonna keep this. I'm just gonna be playing something unfair and we're just gonna die, but I think this is fine. No, it is partly the game's fault, Tom. A big part of why Hex's constructed formats are so expensive is because the auction house is shit. There's details on how to get to the Discord here. It's like we're playing against Griselbrand, probably gonna die in a blaze. We don't have another land, that's so good for us. I drew an Explorer, that's also good for us. Oh geez, I get to Stone Rain them next turn. So excited, chat. Hopefully they don't pitch a Spirit Guide and kill us here. Oh no, they're just gonna play a land and kill us? Wait, did they discard Goryo's Vengeance plus Griselbrand? I'm so confused. I think Blue-Red Breach is a good deck. No, I think it's very bad. It's been terrible every time we've played it, and it had terrible results at the Pro Tour. Yeah, Hex has a lot of, like, the gameplay in Hex is pretty top-notch for the most part when they're not actively trying to fuck it up, but just like some of the details are really muddled. Alright, sweet. So I get to Thoughtseize them to start here on the back of this filter land. I can Thoughtseize, and then I can play Eternal Witness or Fulminator Mage, depending on what looks better here. I mean, you can free to play Hex too. It takes a while. Like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm an adult with like a job. I would much rather just spend my money. I'd much rather just spend my money. Nourishing Shoal, gain a bunch of health. Okay. Wonder if they misclicked when they discarded this. Nope, they just have an infinite Goryo's Vengeance. They're just like waiting to go off till next turn. I guess that makes sense. They just like don't want to be choked on mana. I'm gonna Stone Rain them. So I assume we're dead here. There's a deck list on the screen, and remember, a lot of the cards in these decks are not my own. They are donation deck lists. This actually kind of puts them in a weird spot, right? Because they can't Goryo's Vengeance at my end of turns. So that means they're going to lose their Griselbrand here. I've attacked their mana a little bit, and now they need to draw another land next turn if they don't Goryo's Vengeance now. So they're probably going to play it, like, by awkward spot, I mean they get to draw, what, like 28 cards here? We're probably dead, but, you know, we made them feel a little bit bad. Hey, you're catching us at the end of a late stream here. Catching us at the end of a late stream, sponsored by Anoronics. Anoronics paying my mortgage 1 month at a time, God bless them. Your channel layout seems to be broken in the new Twitch browser. What's the Twitch browser? What do you mean by channel layout? You mean like the things under my stream? Well, we tried, chat. We tried. Give it the old college best tier. You too could buy a stream in your time zone. I'm sorry, this is the format we bring you into, Jace. You're too good for this world, Jace. You're just too good. I have one Leyline of the Void and one Thoughtseize. Oh, God. I need to vet some of these decks a little better. I always say that, and I never do. We always say that, right? We're always like, next time I'm going to make sure these decks have better sideboards and better mana bases. It just never happens. I should stop saying that. I can't deliver on that promise. Just like boarding and rolling spoils against the Grishelbrand deck. One, like, just... Oh, mistakes were made, chat. Mistakes were made. Wait, you mean like my actual stream? That sounds like an issue in your browser. You're talking about something underneath it. I mean, I guess. I'm just not even going to play this matchup. Let's just move to the next one. Our deck's just like not competitive against the deck our opponent's playing, so we're just going to move on. It's kind of a tilt. What do we do if we owe 3 of Leyline live for 11:30? They look fine here. They look fine here. It says there's no feed posts on mine. Looks fine. Maybe it's because your browser resolution is low. Are you looking at it in less than 1080? On my 1080 screen, it looks fine. We had the sick rolling spoil technology. We're so prepared, ain't that the truth? We're really ready to blow up some lands. We are certainly ready to blow up some lands. Do I have another quick deck to fire off? Do I have another quick deck to fire off? If you check the Legacy channel, Rollins, I posted it there. If you check the Legacy channel, I don't think I have any other quick memes. Hopefully we get on the scoreboard in this next one. A half incomplete implementation of Twitter. Ain't that the fucking truth? Ain't that the God's honest truth? Got one or two more matches here before we close out the night. We could oops before we go to bed, that's true. Because our deck is terrible and doesn't have tools to beat Grishelbrand. Just not properly built to be competitive against a deck like that. Weird. Yeah, it looks fine here on my 1080 screen. I don't know what's up. I thought I didn't have channel feed enabled. I wonder if they just forced it so everyone has to have the channel feed enabled now. Because I don't use the channel feed. We have a couple of donations to see Coiling Oracle Cord, so explicitly to see it in the Jace format. So hopefully we're gonna run it in there and see how bad it feels. Like mono red booted son. Yeah, it was nice. We got a good clean 5-0 out of it. The deck felt really powerful. The deck felt super powerful. Got a live one, got a live one. Twitch isn't very good about supporting high resolution things, just as a heads up. Like, I can't stream in 1440 to Twitch because apparently it's 1995. How are you able to upload the 1440p videos to YouTube? So I can set up, and actually I was having some issues with performance, so I turned this off, but you can set up OBS so it streams in one quality but records in a different quality setting. So I was having my OBS what's the word I'm searching for? I was having my OBS downscale while I was streaming, but then just record natively in the 1440. Because, like, my scene is still set up in 1440, and I'm capturing my 1440p screen here, but OBS is downscaling it when it sends it to Twitch. So, sometime in a far-off land, we're playing Magic Online, so we're used to Night 295, ain't that the truth? We should be used to this. Willing to donate 50 for a 13th hour. Oh. I have to go to Jake's school in the morning. Oh, they didn't take my Tribe Elder. That's nice. I'd like to play my Tribe Elder. Yeah, basically, OBS has to encode everything twice, but I also think I had something else eating up. I had another process running in my background that was actually dumping a bunch of errors to my Xorg, my X sessions error file. I had like an 80 gig error log on my on my home drive that was eating up stuff. So I normally don't spend a lot of money on monitors, Ranting Bob, but my brother sold me his 27-inch 1440 screen for his 27-inch 1440 screen for like $100, so it was really cheap. It is currently 1:30 a.m. in Hoaglandia. 1:30 cornfield time. Go for the throat, this nerd. I didn't say I wasn't going to take your money. I was debating it. I was debating, is an hour's worth of sleep worth $50? That's a question that I have to ask myself. Is an hour of sleep worth $50? Hey, decided to upgrade my sub after selling a bunch of my old textbook. Hopefully this keeps you going. Hey, thanks, Terragan. Remember to message me for a donation deck list you want to get added into the queue. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 8:30 a.m.? That's so early. Abrupt Decay is pretty good. Just want to rebuy my Liliana the Veil with this Eternal Witness. I think so. I think so. This Shambling Vent's going to be a little annoying. That's true. That's true. Any money we make at this hour is like minus $12 an hour because I'm probably not going to cash the league that we're playing. So like it cost me $12 to play an hour of Magic Online. $6:30 p.m. God, the world is so strange. The world is so strange. Time zones are weird. Please don't have Lingering Souls. Please don't have Lingering Souls. I just rebought this Liliana. So, they do just get to kill my Liliana with their Shambling Vent, but I think that's worthwhile to kill the Grimflayer here. think it's worth it to kill the Grim Flare. It's also like takes up their turn for their Shambling Vent to run down the Liliana. You can just eat on stream for an hour. Burning Inquiries. There's someone who likes to gamble. Love it. We draw a Deathcloud. I'd kind of like to draw a Deathcloud. Kitchen Finks. Alright, what if I... Can this return something? What does this card do? Non-creature permanent. Shuffles your graveyard. Search your library for a creature card. Put it into your hand. Alright, so I'm going to put target non-creature permanent and then search my library for a creature card. Alright, so I'm going to put that Shambling Vent on top of your deck and go get a creature out of my deck. What does this card do? Thragtusk? I guess I could play Tasigur. Fuck it. Let's play Tasigur. I want to get rid of here. I think I'm going to leave just Primal Command and Eternal Witness in here. Not yet. Tomorrow. As soon as the downtime happens. In fact, when does Moto downtime start? Probably not till the morning, right? Because that's how Moto works. Activate this, see what we get. Land. Sakura-Tribe Elder back. I got a Tribe Elder, see? I mean, Gristlebrain's a hell of a drug to kick, right? Card's real good. Discard spell. Fatal Push. Deal. Fatal Push is really good against my Tasigur and my Kitchen Finks. Deece. Charmagoose is a big one. Alright, chat. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The Deathcloud for all of our opponents' lands. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This card just... Everything must go, chat. It is a fire sale, and everything must go. Except this Kitchen Finks that's gonna persist. That one's gonna stay right there. Oh, geez. They get to float black and then Fatal Push my Kitchen Finks, right? That's fine. I'll still have 2 lands and they'll have nothing. They didn't float mana. Magic Online's so competitive. Thank you, opponent, for not just concede. Oh, Dawkin! Oh, Magic's great. Y'all enjoy Magic? I enjoy Magic. It's a good time. Moments like those are why I enjoy Magic. Just get them. Just fucking get them. Oh, it's discarded. I'm dumb. Opponent knew what was up. I'm dumb. Ignore me. Lordy, lordy. I'm gonna board out some of these discard spells because they suck. That's just a script of you're gonna get from me tonight. Why are we boarding them out? Because they suck. We just cross it into hour 12 of the stream here soon. I don't know that I have much more descriptions of that in me. Thanks everyone for hanging out towards the end. We have Fracturing Gust to beat Martyr. That we do, pig, that we do. I ain't losing to no Bogles. Ain't afraid of no Bogles. Got a Fracturing Gust. Nah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna look at my current Twitch revenue and decide that it's enough. Yeah, we're gonna go to bed. I'm gonna be responsible. If I didn't have to teach tomorrow night, I might, but I have to be like coherent for that. Seems pretty good, right? Turn 2 Steve-O. left your discard spells in. I guess they can't beat Deathcloud, so they probably have to leave their discard spells in. Is it going to significantly increase in size? It's so obscene. We complained about this earlier, but let's complain about it again. For those of you that are unaware, it takes a full client-side rebuild for them to ban or unban cards on Magic Online. If you're a software developer, you understand how obnoxious that is, and just how unreasonable it is. What would be the best performing autopilot deck for the 12th hour, Jeff? I'm not sure. It's a good question. It's a good question. It's one I'm gonna have to dwell on. Just gonna play Treetop Village and take a hit for 2 from this Tarmogoyf. I genuinely don't know how that works. It's something on Twitch's end. It's something on Twitch's end. Yes, they must literally have every card hard-coded, is actually the fact. Basically, a sane way to code a ban and restricted list in something like Magic Online would be, what's the word I'm searching for? Would be to like have some kind of database with server-side validation. Like, the only client-side validation there should be for checking what cards are legal in the format should be in your deck editor. Basically, when you join an event on Magic Online, then your client should ask the server, hey, what's the list of cards that are legal? Is my deck legal? And the server shouldn't have it hard-coded. It should have a database of cards that are legal in every format, not a hard-coded list of cards. "12th hour, our decisions don't matter anyways, play Hollowed 1. All of our decisions are lies! Magic is gambling! Oh, hour 12 Magic. It's been a while since we've done a stream this long. We've done some like 8 and 10 hour ones, but these are long ones. They're long ones. I'm just gonna smack her with this. I think so. Means she can't edict my Tasigur, which is nice. Put us down to 1 card in hand. I can fetch a swamp and cast this Tasigur. Why did we kill? Bobby was mean to us tonight. Bob was mean to us on more than one occasion. Alright, opponent doesn't have an instant. They have instant, creature, or they have sorcery, creature, planeswalker, land. So I want to get rid of my instant. I want to leave in here, probably Maelstrom Pulse. Whatever intern they hired to originally code Magic Online coded it in a way that was really messed up, and then when real programmers, if they ever had those, came in and saw how it was coded, they probably just never had time to fix it or do it correctly. Like, when you're just like constantly putting band-aids on everything, you don't have time to do it, right? He's rebanned before he's unbanned. Is it like blinking O-ring with trigger on the stack? Jaceception. What if we reban Jace before Jace is actually unbanned? Call it Jaceception. Maelstrom Pulse. Well, they're not attacking me, right? Because then I kill their Liliana. So to play this Garruk, to play this Golgari Rot Farm, pick up the swamp. I get to untap Treetop Village and Golgari Rot Farm, so now my Treetop Village can block this Tarmogoyf so they can't kill my Garruk. Yeah, could you imagine if Magic Online just had an API? If, like, all Wizards did was write the API and then everyone else could just, like, write their own things to interface with it? There's definitely enough kick-ass developers that, like, we would have tons of great things that interface with this. Magic Online is programmed in .NET. Which, if you know anything about game development, you'd hear that a game's been developed in .NET and you'd pause slightly and be like, oh... Who thought that was a good idea? Who thought that one was a good idea? I'm not sure I understand that reference, King Fede. I feel like that reference might have gone over me. Man, are we gonna win this match? That would be so great. Then we could just play one more match and get to the 12-hour mark. These are probably both slamming into my Garruk here. Correct, yes. And Java would run on everything, right? Like if it was written in Java, it would run on Linux and OS X too. But it's not a database. It's fucking whatever it's called. Don't make me think. It's late. Stop making me think, chat. Stop making me think. I'm just gonna blow this up now because I don't want my opponent to have this extra land to use next turn. Do I want to hold this to be able to double block this Tarmogoyf? I think I do. I'm just gonna hold this Treetop Village to double block this Tarmogoyf. I mean, at least Java would probably use my graphics card. They can't possibly leak more memory than Magic Online already does, right? We're asking to get blown out by a Fatal Push here, but, you know, details. I'm gonna Abrupt Decay. I would make a strong argument that Magic the Gathering succeeds in spite of WotC, not because of Wizards of the Coast. God, this is just so fucking gross. Can we just appreciate for a moment what our deck is about? Is this a concession Deathcloud? This feels like a concession Deathcloud. I realize we were having a discussion, but I'm currently casting a concession Deathcloud, and I would like everyone to soak in what is currently happening to my opponent. What kind of feelings do you think they're experiencing in their body? Do you think they're happy? Do you think this Deathcloud makes them happy? I hope it doesn't. I hope it makes them sad. I have this Garruk, and then there was Garruk. After the calm that was the storm, there was Garruk. And then there was only Garruk, and everything was quiet. And peace and tranquility went out into the Magic world. And we're 2-2, chat. See if we can close the night out with a W. See if we could close the night out with a W. I hate when my opponent has Magic cards. No Magic cards for you. Come back in 1 year. 1 year. Oh, we get spiritual here at the end of the stream. We get spiritual here at the end. You know, it's about channeling what you believe. They weren't just dead. They were dead on the inside. And dead on the inside is where it counts. That's where we want them really to be dead. You want to hit them right in the feels. They had the decency to concede after resolution. Yeah. Give me that good, clean Garruk screenshot. I appreciate you, opponent. I'm gonna tweet that in the end. We were ranting about something before I cast the concession Deathcloud. Oh, Magic succeeding. Magic succeeds because it's just got 25 years of reputation, right? Like, Lord knows it doesn't succeed because of how great Standard is. Because, like, what, we've run that into the ground constantly over the last 2 years? Oh. This isn't legal. Am I gonna get my Twitch VOD flagged? Am I gonna be able to post this video to YouTube? I knew something wasn't right. We're gonna post I've got 6 videos already processed. I just have to format the descriptions after we sign off tonight and push them all live. Get like 10 hours of Jeff up there. Alright, this is a keep. I'm gonna bottom that one. Just need to try and hit some land drops here. Please be another fair deck. 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 Don't cast a Faithless Looting. Don't cast a Faithless Looting. Fuck, that technically wasn't a Faithless Looting. Come on, no hollowed one. Don't do it to me. God bless. Don't cast a Faithless Looting, he says. Don't cast a Faithless Looting, he says. I need to be more specific. Yeah, Ranting Bob, but top 8 of the Pro... You need to go look at the Modern Pro Tour results. You need to go look at the Modern Pro Tour results. This format's kind of wild. Always is, right? If you are a fan of literally gambling, let me tell you, do I have the deck for you? Rounds out our curve nicely here. What you got? Lightning Bolt, Flame Wake, Phoenix. Alright, well, that's not gonna end well for us. Pack the hollowed one, end it all. Into the ocean, end it all. Into the ocean, end it all. Into the ocean, end it all. Name that band. Name that band. Come on now. Name the band that my horrible karaoke is a tribute to. Don't you know, chat? Don't you know the band that horrible karaoke is a tribute to? Hinder. Get out of here. I wish I had a fucking prize to give Judge Craft. Look at that. Gifts Ungiven got it too. October. My wife's favorite band in college. Green November. Yeah. Listen to a lot of fucking Blue October. His solo stuff had like a really depressing sound to it, but I liked a lot of his their first couple albums were great. Went to a couple of their concerts live. I think we're Slaughter Pacting the solid one here. Props to the people that could spot my slurred, muffled words through the end there too. Y'all the real MVP. Y'all the real MVP. So they have 4 cards in their hand. They have to discard 2 of them here. Sweet. They didn't put any more graveyard values. God, fuck. Do they have another hollowed one? Please don't have another hollowed one. Kill it with fire! Fire! Fortunately, I have to pay for that one here in a second. Why isn't this card just free? It'd be so much better. God damn it, Bobby. Why can't I just have nice things? Why can't I just have something nice? Why can't I just have something nice? Why you always gotta be hollowed one up in here? Up in here? Up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my cool. Up in here? Up in here. I think I'm just cashing this in as a gain 4 here. Gains us another 2 as well, so we just stay at 11 through this combat step. We can play Fulminator Mage out next turn, and then double block the Finks and the Fulminator Mage on the hollowed one. And like kind of tread water here. Maybe eventually stabilize with this Abrupt Decay. It depends on how good their last couple cards are here. They have another Faithless Duty in their discard pile, which kind of sucks for us. It's a Gurmag Angler. Yep. We're going to be pretty cold to that. I guess we could rip a Damnation here. That would be pretty good. We have 2 of those in our main deck. Built. I should work on being luckier. I think I am going to Inquisition my opponent here. And just like hope to rip a what's it called? What's the word I'm searching for? Hope to rip a Damnation next turn. I think I'm just gonna go chump, kill a land, and then like hope to peel a Damnation off the top. Probably start with the Faithless Looting flashback, see what they get. Yep. They really can't do anything too meaningful with this, right? I suppose they could get, like, Blood Gas and then play a land, but they don't have haste yet. Why you gotta open your mouth, Hogland? Why do you gotta... Guess they could hit some Blood Gas here. Burp-a-derp-a-der. Put some Blood Gas in the bin, Hogland. Oh, why does everything suck? This deck has no graveyard hate in the sideboard either. We could double block and rip Deathcloud next turn. Nah, I think we should do this. Damnation, please. Damnation, please. Probably still died of the Blood Gas. Dead. Remember, when you're making changes to deck lists, you want to ask yourself the question, what is this change I'm making? What problem does this deck have that this change I'm making fixes? If you don't have a good answer to that question, you shouldn't make the change you're talking about. This probably isn't a Deathcloud matchup. Nature's Flame is 1 mana, kill target hollowed one, I guess. Yeah, I think so. It's going to be our last match of the evening, folks. Thanks to everyone that's hanging out here through the end. I do appreciate it. If you missed the stream, we've been going for almost 12 hours now. You can catch all of the replays on my YouTube channel after the fact. I'm going to start publishing them about 5 minutes after the stream wraps up here tonight. A bunch of them are processed. I got to format the descriptions a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, the core idea of this deck is really fun and sweet, but the details are definitely a little muddled. It's got like this deck kind of feels like someone got railed by Tron a little bit too much or big mana strategies. So, like, we have a bunch of Fulminator Mages, and we have this, like, rolling spoils and, like, this random Primal Command. Just, like, these cards, they're just, like, too many things focused in one direction and not enough variety of answers. What's the Vraska for? Nobody knows. Other grindy matchups, I guess. Because even though we already beat other green-black decks, we just want to rail them a little bit extra hard. Winning more, ain't that the truth? Why just win a little bit when you can win a whole lot more? Why just win a teensy-weensy amount and you can win the whole 9 yards? Assassins? I love assassins. I'm gonna do my post-deck wrap-up now while we're talking about it. So that would just be my big feedback for this deck is basically, well, for charge, we're gonna take this Faithless Looting, because you have 1 land. But you probably just want to diversify it a little bit more. You really draw another looting. Nope, you're just holding up a removal spell. Sure. Deal. Dealerino. Yeah, your health total's a resource. In fact, anytime you end a game at more than 1 health, you kinda didn't maximize using all of your resources accordingly. You could have used your health as a resource more aggressively. How do I know this? Because you ended the game with more than 1. You had extras to spare. I need you to work on that. Let's grab the bolt here. I like how they had 1 land and they drew running lands. What does Jace add to Tribal Zoo? Doesn't sound like much. When are we going to be on for Jace? I think because we ran so late today, I probably won't be back until Thursday. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get on tomorrow or not anyways, because Wednesday's teaching day, but we'll see. We'll see. I have to turn in an article at some point too. Wow, they've just drawn like mono lands. Their hand right now is Bloodghast, Hollowed One, Blood Crypt, Fatal Push. It used to be a legacy deck. That's a low bar. I think the one thing that always stood out to me, I've taught probability classes a few times, and it's always really amusing how non-gamers react to the idea that dice could have more than 6 sides. Because I'd often reference dice with more than 6 sides in like problems that I would write for exams. And I had a student, they're like, those don't exist. So I like brought in some dice to show them. It's like, you're basically an adult. You're like you're like 19, 20. Like, you should understand that this is, like, you've used a computer, right? You don't believe me that dice with more than 6 sides can exist? I don't know. I probably wouldn't play Chord if I wanted to win. Or try something. Someone donated so we could play Mishra's Bauble over the Serum Visions in the Kiki Chord deck, and that actually seems really sweet because it's pretty good with what's it called, right? It's pretty good with Renegade Rallier. You have a hollowed one. What if instead of a hollowed one, you had 4 more health? How'd you feel about that? How would that make you feel? We're like kinda doing stuff here, but at the same time, it's like, are we really? Guess I'm gonna grab this Inquisition back here, take the Fatal Push out of their hand. Yep, that sounds right. Yeah, but that was the thing because of the counter spells, right? Nice big game hunter. I let them keep the Burning Inquiry because I kind of didn't mind them trying to switch my lands into spells, and we had a Liliana here. That's nice. So they have a 3-mana spell here? Oh, they're flashing back Faithless Looting out of the discard pile. Flashing back that looting. I think turns with Jace sounds great, actually. There's a lot of things with Jace that sound great, let's be honest here. Can we all be honest with ourselves? What doesn't sound great with Jace and Ed? Mix Jace, add well. Add some water, mix my Jason. Land, play this Kitchen Finks, play this Liliana the Veil, plus my Liliana the Veil. Alright, can we grind out these Bloodcasts? Here's hoping. Heard Jace sounds weird. But he draws, his 0 deals 9 points of damage. He draws you 3 cards. That's 3 points of damage apiece. Do you not understand? Do you understand how good this is? I don't get it. Do you not get it? This is so good. You draw a land opponent. You're a fetch land. What a tilt. It's their stupid Bloodghast back twice. Meddling kids in your Bloodghast. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That one, floop that one right into play. Edict to you. Why did I edict them? I don't know. Care. I don't know. There's a real cost to having 4 of a 4-drop in your deck, but at the same time, once you play the first Jace, you can brainstorm away the extra Jaces. So 4 might be right. I could see 4 being super right. It's like the Liliana principle, right? Like, you should usually play 4 of her because she's one of your better cards to have on 3, and if you have extra Lilianas, you just discard them to her +1. Now I just like fire up this Treetop Village and attack them for 10 twice, right? Beep, beep. Let's go. These can't block. Cowards can't block my warriors. This is my Wildspeaker. My Wildspeaker's amazing. It's so wonderful. Alright, chat. This last one's for all the marbles here. Let's double check our sideboard real quick. Think I want to change anything. Are these Thruns worth playing? They're 4/4s that regenerate. Is a 4/4 with regenerate worth playing? Well, that's kind of true, but like Kiki Court has so many expensive cards in it that that's kind of an exception. Like Kiki Court has an obscene number of cards that cost 4 or more, right? Like a truly obscene number. Which I think is part of it. I don't think decks that are interested in playing Jace are already playing like 8 cards that cost 4 or more, right? Opponent mulligans, turn 4 Thragtusk. Sure, why not? Whatevs. Whatever, ever. Go to 5, 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 go to 5. Go to 5. I'm willing to be proven wrong, but I think the better Jace decks are going to end up being the discard-based Jace decks as opposed to the cryptic-based Jace decks. You don't need to be a value town. Jace is like his own value capital. You don't have to build a town around value. You just stick Jace in your deck, and he erects a monument to drawing cards. Just don't fucking turn one hollow on me. Don't do it. Yeah, God bless, opponent. Yeah, I think we might see Sultai and Grixis do better than Jeskai later. That's what my gut says. Like, I definitely need to play games to confirm that that's the case, but like, my gut says that's probably where I want to be. Will be lack of terminate? What do you need terminate for? Use your words. What are you worried about terminating that I can't play other removal spells for? Jace, people keep talking about lack of win condition. Did you know one of Jace's modes says win in the game? Are you aware that one of Jace's lines of text, I know there's a lot of text on that card, but one of them contains the paragraph win the game. The card's really fucked up. Sorry, 12-hour Jeff is a little bit short, and he's kind of slap happy, and he's ready to block the shit out of this Bloodghast with the Sakura-Tribe Elder. How can you ult him when you're brainstorming every turn? asking the real hard-hitting questions. God. Are we gonna do it, chat? Can we cash this league with this Deathcloud deck? That would be so great. I would love to get some play points back out of this league. Yeah, you just pair your Jace with Liliana, the Last Hope. He has surpassed Salty Jeff and Father Jeff. How do we think this Swag Datterson's gonna do on this board? I'm feeling big things for Swag Datterson here. How does Splice onto Arcane work? You're fucking lying to me, right? That's how the foreign Grishelbrand deck has to go, right? Just like people constantly having no idea how Splice works. The old hard cast Flamewake Phoenix. I'm gonna hold this around to gain some life with potentially down the line. So we'll go Swag, Tusker Sand, play Rot Farm, pick up a land here. We're looking to just like draw more wing conditions at this point, right? Well, I guess now that we drew that, we'll lead on it. Just gets no, that's not true. That card costs 2 mana. I can't put Grishelbrand into play. Don't you lie to me. Every crappy deck you've ever dreamed of playing in Modern that contains islands got better with Jace. Includes Esper Control. Speaking as someone who's dreamed of a lot of crappy decks that contain islands in Modern, it's gonna be a good day, chat. It's gonna be a good day. Alright. Here is my Swag Datterson. Here is my Swag Datteroonie. La 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 no no no. Oh no! Oh no! You lightning bolted my Thragtusk. How will I ever recover from this great loss that you have inflicted upon me, opponent? Probably by eternal witnessing it back. Jury's out. Jury's out. We'll see. We'll see. Could go either way. This is a Gurmag Angler. They have Hollowed One as the last card in their hand. Slaughter Pact. That one doesn't kill Gurmag Angler, which is sad. And that came into play tap, so I can't quite put that out yet. I'm just double blocking the big fish here. Feels like I'm double blocking the big fish. Then like next turn we just jam the Thragtusk and then start beating him down. I'm just fine, probably winning that race. Ship with everything. Well, I guess I just get to block here. I'm just gonna block here, take 7. We play our Thragtusk. They probably drew a land and they're gonna play Hollowed One here. So we'll Slaughter Pact through the Hollowed One and attack them for 5 down to 7, and then we have plenty of power on the board. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Down to 5 even. Bloodghast can't block, so we don't care about that. These Delve threats did get a lot worse with the printing of... with the introduction of Jason to the format. That much is definitely true. Kill that one. And smack you to 5. So they're actually dead on board, right? So if they draw a brick, they're gonna die. Because they can block Thragtusk, and then they take exactly 5 from our other 2 and go to 0. Look at that. We've been live for 12 hours in 30 seconds. What good timing to win or lose this game. Why didn't I EOT Slaughter Pact the Hallowed one? Just in case I drew another 3-mana spell I wanted to play alongside the Thragtusk here. Like if I drew like a Kitchen Finks or a Liliana, and you're dead. Cash the 12th Hour League. Such a goddamn professional. Such a goddamn professional. So, again, feedback on this deck. I would try and diversify the answers in the deck a little bit. I think it's a little bit too overfocused, like 2 Thruns, 2 Baloths, like 4 Fulminator Mages, this Vraska. I would want some more spot removal. I'd probably want like a better focused, like Graveyard Hate based package. You could kind of split the difference on like these cards that are like obviously burn hate, like Baloth and Kitchen Finks, and like play some collective brutalities, cards that are discard spells for the combo decks, but also kind of cover burn hate. Need the 13th Hour Jeff. It's 2:30, 2:20. It's going to take me probably 20-30 minutes to process all my videos and publish them, so I need to do that before bed as well. So thank you very much. I appreciate the donation offer, Rollins, but save your money and send it to me on another day if you'd be so kind. I'm signing off. I'll be back on Thursday afternoon, maybe before then, but definitely Thursday afternoon. If you didn't check out all the stream today, I'm about to publish like 10 hours worth of videos on my YouTube channel. Be sure to check those out. I'll catch all of y'all around. Thank you very much for the very generous donations and subscriptions and bits, and I will catch all of y'all in a couple of days. Enjoy the Mind Sculptor and Bloodbraid Alpha and Moto. Until then, peace, folks.